Hello Libra, welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, any other placement that you've got in Libra, or even a cross watcher. Hello. What we're going to do this month is we're going to pull an oracle card, first of all, from the Oracle of Victorian Symbols and Gothic Tales by Maria Alves Hernando. And then we are going to do the tarot reading properly with the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot by Kim Kranz. So, Libra, how are you? What's been happening? I feel like you have had quite a turbulent time, but you haven't really been in the astrological headlines, so to speak, because all the kind of action is happening like kind of at the top of the chart, you know, with Aries, but that's obviously being your opposite sign. It's had quite an impact on you, but it's almost as if everybody's just forgotten about you, Libra. I've not. Don't you worry. So let's see what is occurring. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. There was another sign that got this, and I cannot remember who it was because as I'm recording this, I'm near the end of the signs, and it was one of the earlier signs. It might have been, it might have been one of the water signs. Don't quote me, but I think it was. Right, pincushion here. What it feels like to me is you're the one, you know that expression, let's just stick a pin in it, and you know it's like kind of there's a pause, you know, it's a kind of indication of, well, we're not quite ready to get to that stage yet and we're just going to, you know, postpone it. That's what it feels like for you, Libra, which is a totally different energy to whatever sign it was it Scorpio? Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm focusing on you. But that's what it feels like. So whatever you've got going on in your life right now, Libra, it feels like there's kind of there's pauses going on, okay? And that would make sense because the fact that Saturn has moved in and Neptune has moved in Aries, and these are opposing your Sun or whatever planets you've got in Aries, in Libra. And it will feel, the energy will feel a bit heavier. It will feel a bit that you can't really move with as much flow as you would like to. But the pause is a good thing because it's allowing you to reassess and reevaluate. So if you're working towards something and you suddenly think to yourself, oh, well, am I really wanting to still go down this direction? This is giving you, in the month of June, you've got an opportunity to really just kind of assess everything. It's almost like a personal retrograde, right? And don't freak out when I say retrograde, because it's like, it's this personal chance to reset things, to make sure things are okay and you're happy with the way projects, relationships, etc. are progressing in your life. And if you're not, there is a chance here for you to just look at things in a different way. But it's very much that kind of, let's stick a pin in that and let's pause and let's make sure we're doing things properly. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry about that, Libra. I had to sneeze and then somebody chapped my door. Right, so let's get into the reading properly, please. Can I have some cards, please, for Libra? So, right, you're just showing up for yourself, Queen of Swords. Right away, so there's a strong indication of self this month. I'm going to put her there. Yeah, so let's have some cards, please, for Libra. We're not having like the for June 2025, please. Let's see. That feels right. Okay, we have got the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands, Temperance, the Tower, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have got the Father of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. Loads and loads of interest and energy going on here. And do you know what's really wonderful? What I'm taking this is really wonderful is, Libra. The only Swords card that is showing up is your Court card, the Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords. And I am loving this for you, Libra. And do you know why? Because this tells me that you are ready to move forward. That see your usual process of overthinking and trying to find balance, etc. We've left it. We've left it behind, you know, and I know that that is something that you have been working on. It's Libra's kind of a life ambition or life mission to work out that, find balance in all things, you know, and people always think, oh, well, Libra's so balanced and they're so wonderful, and actually, you know, it's quite the opposite. It's like when we talk about Taurus, you know, being really patient. Well, yeah, but at the same time, there's this deep impatience within the energy, Taurus, you know. So that was just a wee side note. But what's going on, right? I would suggest in the month of June, having that Tower card right in the middle, right? That's Mars. The Tower is Mars energy, but it feels like there's something really dynamic going to happen, or going to begin to happen. So see this pincushion, see the messages that I was getting there where it was like there's been a pin stuck in things. It almost feels like now things, the pin's going to start getting pulled out of things, right? And it's like, and do you know what? There's a really strong indication here, Libra, that see if some of you are maybe looking for a relationship in the romantic sense, or you're in a romantic relationship, there's some kind of like situationship, something like that. It feels very much that this month, over the month of June, there's going to be some clarity. The fact that there's these two aces, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And in the centre of that diagonal, we've got the Tower. It feels very much where it's like there'll be like a collision, but an emotional collision, you know, a collision between gentle emotions and passion. That's what that feels like to me, you know. So it's like over the month of June, there will be all these opportunities to maybe go new places, plan new things, because we have got this Two of Wands, so that planning aspect here. We cannot rule out the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is there, you know, and it's just like, that's Jupiter. So Jupiter is moving into Cancer. So Jupiter is going to be squaring your Sun. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, you know. It just means that it's bringing this energy whereby it's you know, it's dynamic energy. If there's been a period of stagnation in whatever area of your life, I mean, it could be work, it could be family, you know, whatever area of your life that you're feeling like this pertains to, it feels like there's going to be a big shake up, you know, and it's going to be dynamic, and there's going to be newness. Could even be, you know, like, I mean, is it necessarily a job? Oh, excuse me, Libra, excuse me a second. Oh, sorry. This reading is all over the place. But anyway, whatever is going on, there just feels like there's something going to shift. There's going to be this dynamic shift. There's going to be this kind of a coming together energy where it's going to be like a collaboration, or there's just going to be some kind of need to spend time with people. If you've been spending quite a lot of time on your own, if you've maybe been working in a project, say for instance, I don't know, you've maybe been renovating a property, or you've been doing a job that's very much kind of in your own head or in your own space, you've not really had anybody helping you, so to speak, or you've not really been working with anybody. It feels to me like in the month of June, there will be opportunities for you to meet up with other people, get a bit more sociable. I know some of you are probably, oh God, no, people, ugh. but it feels like there is that opportunity, and you will actually enjoy it because it'll be your choice. And that's kind of, I mean, maybe it's the fact that you finished decorating your home, or you've finished renovating a home, and then you have a housewarming party, something like that. But it does feel very much that there is this gathering coming around in the month of June, or preparations for a gathering. It feels very strong. And it could be the fact that, maybe it's a retirement party, maybe it's something like that. With that Father of Pentacles being the King of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Swords, it's that. I really like that, and I really like that combination of court cards. It's really kind of partnership, whether it's romantic, whether it's business. I really, really enjoy seeing that dynamic, because it's like, you've got the groundedness and the ability to find resources, or accumulate resources with the Father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and then you've got that quick wit and wisdom of the Queen of Swords, showing up here. And I think that's why, the artist Kim Kranz, she decided to have owls as swords, because of that wisdom and that quick strategic mind, and I believe I always think of the Mother of Swords in this deck as a snowy owl. Don't know why, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that energy, they two together, it feels very much aligned for the energies that are coming through. Then we just seem to have a lot of dynamic influence this month. And I have to say, with these cards, this is probably one of the most colourful readings and spreads of cards that I've done for any of the signs. This deck is, I mean, that's what I love about a deck. It's like there's some that are really colourful, there's more that are more muted and more kind of in the black and white, and it's so much more impactful. But that's what it feels like. It feels like the lights are getting turned on, and there's colour now in your life. If you've maybe been kind of going through oh, well, it's just a bit black and white, and it's just, there's not really any creativity. And now all of a sudden June's coming, and it's like, wow, I have got so much, to plan for. I've got so much going on. I've got so much to do. This is amazing. That's really why we're seeing these shifts and these offers to collaborate as well. I mean, we've got this Three of Pentacles, so it feels to me, like if you're watching this and you're kind of heading towards not necessarily like complete retirement, or there's maybe like a kind of pause coming up in career, or there's a pause in how you make an income, that sort of thing, and you're like, well, what am I going to do? There's this kind of this pivoting, and it's like finding the temperance within it, using that temperance energy of alchemy. There's things that you've got, there's gifts that you've got, and there's skills that you've got, Libra, that you may think are now going to be redundant when actually they're not. It's like you're your skills are needed more than anything. It's just about pivoting. Again, that can be with regards to actual income, or that can be regards to relationships. You know, it's just like this kind of changing. Maybe if you, I mean, say for instance, you're retiring for a job and you're now going to be spending much more time with your partner, and this is probably going to be the most amount of time you spent together, like ever. You know, because like throughout, if you've maybe had like a kind of long partnership, you've maybe had kids together, so that's been like your distraction, and then you've been working, etc. You know, so it's this opportunity to really get to know your partner again. You know, that could be a beautiful thing. And it could be that again. I think for if you're watching this and you're a single Libra, I think June, you know, there is a great deal of potential to meet somebody where, you know, you could really have a significant meeting with them. And it feels very much, you know, it's, I mean, I'm not going to get down the road of fated and destined. I mean, good lord, it's me, you know. I mean, there's plenty of other YouTube channels if you want that drivel, twin flame nonsense. But you know, for a practical point of view, there does feel very much like there is this need and want and desire in your life now to find someone. I mean, it doesn't need to be somebody full time, you know. I mean, you can have a part time partner. You can, I mean, we are living in 2025. You can practically have whatever you like. So you know, it's something to consider over the month of June, but there is definitely opportunities to connect if and when or should you decide that that's what you would like to do, Libra. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I've got for you. If you would like to book a personal reading, the details are in the description box. But have a fabulous month, Libra. It looks like there's unexpected adventures awaiting you. So yeah, lots of love, and if you want, I would love you to subscribe and even leave a wee comment. Tell me what you're up to this month, Libra. Let me know. I'm nosy. Okay, lots of love. Bye.